Hi, I'm Josh Lockheed, Training Evangelist here at QuoteWerks. Today we're going to be demonstrating the integration between QuoteWerks and Pipedrive. This includes the integration points such as searching and pulling in Pipedrive contacts, creating and updating Pipedrive sales deals, attaching additional documentation to the deal, and interacting with the Pipedrive product database from inside of QuoteWerks. If you've not done so already, we suggest watching the Setting Up the Pipedrive Integration video, as it will provide a foundation for what we'll be reviewing today. First, we're going to start by pulling a contact into our document. I'm going to click on the Sold To Ship To tab, and then under the Sold To contact information, click on the magnifying glass. This brings up the Lookup Pipedrive contact window. From here I can search by name, phone, organization phone, person first name, person last name, or person email. In this example, I'm just going to search for Kojima Productions. I'll type in Kojima, then enter on my keyboard or the magnifying glass, and this will return the results that match. To select a contact to pull into QuoteWerks, simply highlight the contact and click on the Sold To button to pull them into Sold To, Ship To pull them into Ship To, Bill To pull them into Bill To, or if you want to pull the same contact into all three fields at once, click on the All button and the contact information will be populated in all three fields. If your contact does not currently exist in Pipedrive, you can create it directly from QuoteWerks. Simply enter in the company name, contact name, address, city, state, phone, and email address, and this gold button will become available and will allow you to create the new record in Pipedrive. If the organization record already does exist in Pipedrive, then you simply need to go into Pipedrive and create the new user under the appropriate organization record. Now that we have our contact in our document, let's start adding items to build our document in QuoteWerks. We're going to click on the Document Items tab, and we'll click on the Products icon to bring up the Product Lookup window. If you're utilizing Pipedrive for your products, we can link directly to those to search and pull in items from that database. For example, if I select Pipedrive and in my description I type in TV and click Find, that'll show me a list of all the items that contain the word TV in the description of the item. Additionally, you could hit Show All, and that will display all of the items that are available in the Pipedrive's product list. For this example, we'll just go ahead and select a couple of items to add to our document. We'll select the items we want and hit Select/Add. Now that we've created our document in QuoteWerks, we can transfer the important sales data over to Pipedrive. To send this information to Pipedrive, simply click on the Save icon, and this will bring up the Save Quote As window. This will allow you to change the document name, assign a document number, which will be done automatically for you, assign the status of the quote, and also assign a project number if needed. Below that, you'll have the options to integrate with Pipedrive. We want to make sure that Create/Update Sales Deal and Create/Update Link Document are selected. You'll also notice the Pipedrive status drop-down menu on the bottom right of the window. I'm online means that QuoteWerks will communicate and interact with Pipedrive once the quote is saved. I'm offline will not create or update anything in Pipedrive. This should be used when you don't have access to Pipedrive, say you're traveling and don't have access to the internet, or if you simply want to forego using the integration for whatever reason. Once you've made your selections, click OK. This opens the Create New Pipedrive Deal window. From here you have a couple options, the first being if you want to create a brand new Pipedrive deal, or if an existing deal for this contact already exists, you can click the drop-down menu and select an existing deal. Just note that if you do select this option, QuoteWerks will take ownership of the deal and will rewrite it with the information in the current document. For our example, we're going to select Create New Pipedrive Deal. The default deal name, or as it notes here, title, is going to be our document name from QuoteWerks. If you'd like to customize it or change any of this, you absolutely can. We'll also set the pipeline, status, probability, expected close date, and owner of the deal. You also have the option to include other attachments with the deal. If there's any additional documentation that you'd like to attach to the deal in Pipedrive, you can add the files just by clicking on Add Files or dragging and dropping the documents into the window. Once you've added the files to the deal, simply click OK to save your settings and create this new deal in Pipedrive. Now that our deal has been created in Pipedrive, QuoteWerks is a really nice shortcut for getting to that deal directly. If you click on the Links tab in QuoteWerks, you'll see that you have these auto links available, which will bring you directly to either the Sold To, Ship To, or Bill To person, the Sold To or Ship To organization, or the deal, all in Pipedrive. So if I click on View Deal in Pipedrive, from here I can review my deal and add any notes if needed. Everything looks good, so let's go back into QuoteWerks. Let's go back to our Document Items tab. Now, if anything on the document changes and we need to update the deal in Pipedrive, we can easily do so. For instance, if our customer decides they need 2 of these items instead of just 1, and then we resave the deal, This will prompt us to update the existing deal that QuoteWerks is already attached to. We can make any adjustments, maybe change the status to prospect qualified. We can click OK and it will update the deal in Pipedrive. Now our deal is in sync and will remain in sync with our quote in QuoteWerks. So anytime you make changes to the document in QuoteWerks, all you have to do is hit save and it will automatically update that deal in Pipedrive as well. Now that our document has been updated, we want to send this to the customer so they can sign off on it. We're going to click on our Deliver icon, select our layout or the output of the document, and upload this to QuoteFile so the customer can sign off on it. We'll choose our QuoteFile layout and click Upload. And then we can email it out to the customer. When they receive the quote, the customer can review it, sign off on it, and click to accept. They can even make payment if you choose to give them the ability to do so. Now that the quote has been accepted by the customer, QuoteWerks will want to convert this quote to an order. So right now it's a quote document. When we convert the quote to an order, this will prompt us to update the deal as won in Pipedrive. If we click on our QuoteFile tab, this will prompt us to convert this quote to an order, and converting the quote to an order will give us the opportunity to update our Pipedrive deal as well. We'll click OK, and if any changes had been made to the document, it will now update the deal with the most up-to-date information from the QuoteWerks document. On the deal window, you'll see our conversion probability has been updated to 100%, and close date has also been updated to today's date. We can then hit OK to update it in Pipedrive. That's a typical example of creating a new document in QuoteWerks, creating a deal in Pipedrive, having the customer sign off on it via QuoteFile, and updating the deal as won back in Pipedrive. For more information on the Pipedrive integration, or if you have any further questions, please visit the QuoteWerks help files or contact our team at 407-248-1481.